start this video. You know, spoiler alert to my thought on the matter about Gambit. I don't know. I think I'm a straightforward person. You know, if I want to do something, I'll get it done. Yeah, so I've been playing, just a little bit of Gambit. Just to get a feel for the game mode. Just playing a little bit of Gambit Prime. You know, nothing too crazy out there. And yeah, I've experienced quite a bit. You know, I've been oh, sorry. Let's wait for the screen to die down. And I've been working on some things. Just some things, Just working on something. Oh wait, hold on. I think the drifter needs to talk to us about something. All right, let's go see what the drifter's talking about. If you haven't picked up on it yet, let's see. When I start January, New Year's, I basically took about 7 days a week, and I got all the Gambit Pinnacle weapons. I even got a couple of Gambit Prime weapons too. I only have 2 spare rations, but they're actually really good. Swashbuckler, Snapshot, and then I think this is the best one. Rabbit Hit Rampage. Also, Soul Survivor is very good in Gambit Prime because you have to stand in wells and stuff like that. Firing line's actually a really good perk, and Field Prep's actually really good too, because essentially I have an outlaw whenever I crouch, and I have more ammo. Very nice. I got a last man standing. But yeah, I've been doing some things in Gambit, Been watching, not watching. I've been playing really, and hopefully, the thing is about I'm still kind of dazed because it just hurts. You do not know how much. If I had to compare this to something, and I'll never upload these videos by the way, but I do have many of videos of me playing comp trying to get Luna's Howl, me just raging and screaming my lungs out. I would rather do that twice over than ever go through this again. And you think it is a joke? No. See, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. I realized something really funny. So, I made it up to about Fabled, by myself on Monday. Tuesday, which was yesterday, was Double Infamy. Now, with Double Infamy and a total of, I don't know, 12 hours, I spent 2 days. Today is Wednesday, by the way. I was playing last night. I think I started at 5, ended at 12. The point is, I spent a lot of time with Double Infamy, and I still felt like it was just a chore. When you reach the legend rank, the amount of points you need is holy shit. It actually is pretty funny because when I was leveling up to the ranks, I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. It's like Crucible, just 300 points here, whatever, 150 points sharp, whatever. When you get to the legend rank, oh my god, I hope to god you have a 5 streak and you're constantly winning, because without it, you are making no progress, baby. You don't lose progress, but oh my god, if you lose, you make essentially nothing. So yeah, let's go see what good old Drifter has to say to us. I still gotta work on my Gambit Prime bounties for the for reckoning and shit like that. Do you know why I snitch on the Drifter? Not because I hate him. It's just I hate your fucking game mode. I hate Gambit so fucking much. But I don't even know if this is a thought on my mind. I'm just so I'm not even. It's weird because all the anger has left me. I don't know. Why was this flashing? Well, I'm not. But do I have the here we go. Now, give me my 21% delirium, please. Thank you. Now I have all the Gambit Pinnacle weapons. Yay! Yay, I have all the Gambit Pinnacle weapons. Ooh. So, if anyone says, hey, you just talk shit about actually doing it, no, I put in the time and effort. I grinded Gambit. I have all the Pinnacle weapons I played. So, without further ado, let's just talk about Gambit. Now here's the thing, I find it funny. There's there's this talk going around about how Crucible doesn't have any loot incentive, which is true, by the way. You can't, if you want to get anything to match worker gear, you have to play PvE, which I think is kind of messed up. Because, I don't know. I never really complained about having to go into Crucible to get like 25 hand cannon kills for 8 of speed. It's whatever. I never found that. Yeah, I never found. I just don't like busy work exotics, but at the same time, I don't mind going to Crucible to get something, right? But again, with the loot incentive, people are saying that, Crucible, it's really unfair for someone who mains Crucible to, like, you can't really, play the game or be optimal, because again, you can't get masterwork stuff. When you reset, all you get is like a, like how I gotta trust you. It's not even a pinnacle reward. It's just it's just another legendary reward. So again, I find it funny that Gambit, I think, has the exact opposite problem, where the rewards are actually pretty good. Like, all the Gambit weapons, I actually really do enjoy. I like the look, I like the feel. There's no Gambit weapon outside of maybe the Scout Rifle from the normal Gambit. I'm like, eh. All these, like, oh, this is my second one with Outlaw and Rapid Hit. But, like, all the Gambit weapons, I enjoy. I look forward to using them. They look interesting and unique. And they have actually really good perks. Again, maybe because I'm just really lucky, but I haven't gotten at least a Gambit Prime weapon that's like, oh man, instant delete, that's complete ass. So Gambit has a loot incentive, don't get me wrong. And I think that's the only reason that kept me going, is that the loot incentive. But the issue to me is, also, Slayer Rage made a video about this, how you'd improve Gambit. I think you should watch it. He'll always, like, clearly that video is way more structured, has a script, has relevant visuals. This is just me talking. So you should watch that out, Slayer Age, and then, or I think his channel name is The Legend himself. So, back to the whole entire loot, like, Gambit has good loot. Gambit and Gambit Prime has good loot. And I actually like how they woven in Reckoning and Gambit. Where it's just like, they're isolated from the rest of the game, kinda. Not really, because you can use any Gambit weapon anywhere. But, like, it's a nice system where you play Gambit Prime, you get sense, you go into Reckoning, you get armor, that enhances your power in Gambit Prime, which allows you to get more sense, and then you go back into Reckoning, vice versa, and you get weapon drops. Like, that's a good system. I like that. How the two game modes are interwoven. That's nice. I like that. Again, it's weird, because I keep trying to think about how, like, I hate Gambit. I really do, but I can see the potential there. Like, I don't even know. I'm sorry, I'm like just all over the place. It's just a lot, really. Let's just start with Gambit and how it feels. Now, the main issue with Gambit is, one, how I feel as a player, and two, the enemy type. I'll talk about the enemy type first, because this is quick. I will forever always say, Taken are the perfect example of what not to do when you design enemies. Weird ass hit, like, it's not even that they have weird ass hitbox. Look, like, the Vex have their crit spots in their chest, and the Amos just always fucks it up, so I can never hit them in the chest anyways with an arrow, right? That's whatever. But when it comes to the Taken, constantly moving, every unit has a, like, not like a quick teleport. Every unit is constantly twitching. Every unit has an annoying ability that they will constantly spam, especially if you fight those Primevals. They will constantly spam them. That's what makes the Taken so annoying and so frustrating to fight against. And they will always be relevant because, they're part of the Hive and the lore and all that stuff. So, I don't want the Taken. Let's get that out the way. That's why I despise fighting the Primevals. That's why I hate fighting. That's why I hate the last part of the game where you have to fight out the Taken. I despise it. I hate it. Two is how I feel as a player. When I play Gambit, it brings about the worst in PvE and PvP. It makes it feel like I'm playing a Nightfall with a burn modifier, and the enemies are bullet sponges. Like, for instance, if I'm not using a shotgun, a sniper, or like some god tier primary like Cerberus +1, which is essentially a primary shotgun, or Huckleberry, I feel like my weapons don't do shit. If my weapon does not have a damage perk, I feel like it doesn't do shit. I feel like it is like paper, it sucks, and I have to use a special weapon to get to, go. And I'm not saying that that's true for, like, of course, if I'm fighting the Cabal, they naturally have more health and they're more tanky than most enemies. But it just, when you fight shielded enemies, it just really shows. Unless you have an energy weapon that matches that type, it really shows. And also, the damage you take again, it feels like you're always on a burn modifier. Look, I get it. You're not supposed to just stand there in the middle of a million throw and be like, ah, whatever, God mode activated. I get it. But when a knight can just like, I don't even know if it's 2 tap or 3 tap. I might be exaggerating, but it feels like I'm made out of paper. Maybe because I played on a hunter and I have low resilience. I don't know. Maybe I'm not on a warlock of devour. You know, you guys, whatever. You know, that's fine. But it always feels like like in an instant I'm dead. Like if I mess up once, like or if that boomer knight decides to look my way, I'm gone. If he decides not to miss, I'm gone. You know, that's what I don't like about Gambit. That's the PvE aspect. PvP wise, it brings out the worst. Now, I actually found it beautiful because it really is a union of PvE and PvP. You have the PvE meta weapons being good when you're invading. You know, it's a weird experience. But again, when it comes to invading, I actually I'll leave that on its own. But that's how I feel, right? That's how I feel about Gambit. I actually enjoy Gambit Prime more for 2 reasons. One, it's short, and two, the boss encounter. I don't like the other things like siphoning motes. I don't like the whole entire invader synth set. Like I get the sets and the set bonuses, but again, it's the invader thing we need to talk about. But I like how the boss, because the main issue I have of the normal Gambit is that you wait around for 2 envoys, you get times 2, whatever. You wait times 4, whatever, and it gets to the point where even if you invade, if you're not killing at least 3 people or 2 people every time, you get the Prime Evil Slayer so high that you can just like start melting the hell out of the boss, right? So it's more of a race against time, and if you're not really efficient with killing. Now, when it comes to Prime, the reason I like Prime is that instead of envoys spawn, well, you do have envoys spawn, and they're all wizards, but the last wizard will spawn near the boss and drop a Well of Light that'll give you like Prime Evil Slayer times 2, or whatever, and it will increase gradually, but it won't snowball like in normal Gambit. So I like it because it sends. So I like the structure where okay, take out these wizards, take out the final wizard, everyone group up, shoot the shit out of the boss. I like that. That's good because again, perks like firing line can actually work because I can't really use firing line in normal Gambit because no one really stands together unless you're in a well. And honestly, you really shouldn't stand together because someone with truth might come to the portal and annihilate the entire team. Which is again, we need to talk about invaders. But that's my main problem with Gambit. Now, when it comes to fixing it, I don't know. I don't really know how to do. I don't code. Again, all I can tell you is on how I feel about something. I can't really, whatever, right? So when it comes to fixing it, in the vaguest of terms, how I'd fix it, maybe increase our damage resistance, decrease enemy damage resistance, something like that. But yeah, that's it. Now, the main reason why I don't like Gambit, and I'm assuming most people don't, is the invader system. The invader system puts way too much power into one person's hand. Now, the way I think they meant it for to be is, look, you're giving up one person on your side, so that means less things dying, less orbs being generated. Like you have one less person, but it gives them the opportunity to disrupt the enemy team and give you a chance. It offsets them being gone, right? Here's how this works out. I wish I recorded this. There's a perfect example. I was playing a Prime match where the opposing enemy team lost 42 motes. That is almost half of the motes you need to bank a Prime Evil, and they still won. Do you want to know why? Because their invader constantly came through the portal and had truth, had a sniper, and used their super. And every single time, we were either preoccupied trying to kill a Prime Evil, or we were just caught off guard, or even when we are on guard, the overshield or something, say like, I missed a shot or something, and insta-death, right? And then, so let me explain again. The invader, when you invade, you get an overshield, you know exactly where everyone is, and when I mean exactly, you will see their name and their mote count. You cannot see them through walls, but you will see their name and their mote count. So you essentially have a pseudo wall hack, and if you're a sniper, it is like god tier. I don't know if you watched the video I posted like last night. Perfect example of, that isn't really the perfect example of invading. That's more of me just getting lucky. But I've had so many times where I come in with a sniper. I'm like, okay, I know this person's going to run around the corner because I can see his name moving. Headshot. There goes 15 motes. There goes 10 motes. And the thing is, when you kill someone, they lose all their motes. Gone. It's not like the collector set actually has a bonus where if you die, you do drop some of your motes. But in normal Gambit, if you don't have that set, if you die, all your motes are gone. That's it. And it can be taken in a blink of an eye. Also, invader spawns with overshields. Which, which I don't know why. I still don't know why they spawn up an overshield. But that also carries over to their super, so you can imagine how much fun it would be for a Dawnblade to come through the portal with an overshield flying around a million miles per hour and trying to shoot the shit out of that. Not fun. So again, I think the main issue of Gambit and Gambit Prime is the invader system gives. Oh, also, I didn't even talk about how it heals the Primeval. I think it's for 15% or 10%. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you get kills while the boss or the Primeval's out, it will heal the boss for a certain percentage. But the failsafe, I guess. Actually, I'm actually confused. Hold on, because if you kill 4 people, Drifter pulls you out. But there's a triumph where you kill 7, which I don't know how that works. Sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. It's like merciless something. Invading, yeah. Maximum carnage, yeah. Defeat 7 guardians in a single invasion before the Drifter brings you. I don't know how you do that, because after. Okay, anyways, the way it works, if you get 4 kills, you get the armor with 1 medal and he pulls you out. So there's like a failsafe for you not to get, instantly fucked constantly, I guess. But here's the scenario. Here, let me paint you a scenario. Also, when you're getting invaded, your screen will turn red. And honestly, I find it more distracting than anything, but I guess it's to help highlight the invader, because the invader will be very distinct. You will see a trail on them, and they are, red and dark. They're red and then black on the center. So clear, like you'll know if you see an invader cross your line of sight, you'll definitely know that that's not part of the, that's an invader. Again, but the thing is, they hold too much power. I've lost countless Gambit matches because all it took was one invasion where someone lost 15 motes, or someone lost because my teammate forgot to bank or they didn't pay attention to the invasion portal, or will be in the lead and we're damaging Primeval, and they constantly have invasion portals opening, they keep going in, and even though they're taking only 1 or 2, it adds up slowly over time, and then eventually we lose, right? That's the issue with invading. It's too much power in a player's hands. Now again, I'm not saying every single invasion match, you're gonna, someone's gonna wipe your entire team. But let's be honest here. I've been playing for a week. I've been invaded by supers, heavies. Heavy and supers are very common. And then on ones, I might, in occasion, like on once in a blue moon, see a sniper. Most people come to that portal with heavy or supers, and usually they use heavy rockets like tracking, like Truth, or they use LMGs like Thunderlord. So again, you have to understand. And the way this works too, it's like PvP, like how Thunderlord can kill you really quickly. So you have to imagine this: you're killing stuff, you're doing something, your screen turns red. Oh shit, there's an invader, and you have no idea. Now, yes, I do know invaders will always spawn in 3 locations, but for me as a player, I am busy killing shit. I am busy shooting the boss. I don't have time to remember. Oh, there's an invader. Oh, he's over there. Usually, what I do is when I see an invader, is that I pull out my sniper, try to get to the advantage point, see whatever. But again, you have to imagine this. You're getting invaded, your screen turns red. You do not know where the invader is, and chances are they're coming through with an insta-kill somewhere. And guess what? Boom, you got picked up by Truth. Boom, you got picked up by Golden Gun. Oh, you see the intruder, he pulls out, something. Again, 9 times out of 10, you get fucked. Or at least in my experience, you get fucked when you're invaded. Or, one of your Blueberry teammates or someone pulls off too far, or they try to 1v1 the invader and die. Some shit like that. That's usually what happens. Again, I've killed invaders, I've shut down invaders instantly. It's not, but I think for a majority of people that experience is the same. Someone invades, you don't know where they are, they come through with Truth, a super or something, kill someone, kill 2 people, you lose a lot of motes, so they heal the Primeval. Very annoying. Now, I don't even know how you would change invading. Like, my first idea is maybe if you kill them, they don't lose, like, if you use a super or heavy, they don't lose all their motes if they die or some kind of, or they only lose half their motes, or I mean, honestly, the quickest solution I can think of right now is that if you go through the invasion portal, you lose all your heavy and all your super as a price to pay to invade. So that way you can't just come in and be like, ha, Truth, or ha, Blade Barrage. Like, yeah, you can still snipe, and that's pretty annoying. But I rather deal with a sniper as an invader than someone with Truth and just look at me for 2 seconds, the rocket curves around the corner and kills me, I think that should be that. Also, they do have increments on when you can invade. Every 25 motes you bank, you can invade. So, in a normal match, before the Primeval spawns, you can invade 3 times. However, there is a catch-up mechanic, and I do not know what the like what the prerequisites are, because I've counted one time where I was playing a prime match where someone invaded like 3 times within 2 minutes. So there must be a catch-up mechanic, and that's what I don't like either. Is that there's two things. One, you can still invade while you're in the lead. I don't know why they would allow you to invade while you're still in the lead. Like this is basically snowballing even further. Like I've had matches where the Primeval's half dead. The other team's like around like 50 most. They're still trying to bank, and my teammate goes in there, kills them, and then like now there's even less of a chance. And then two, the catch-up mechanic. I like. It's funny because then if you're looking at shoes on the other foot, you're winning, right? And then here comes an invader constantly. Okay, you killed him once with a sniper. 30 seconds later, he comes back and it's like, oh my, like, you know what I mean? So it gets annoying. And the thing is, I don't enjoy invading. Maybe like the first time I got a one-man army medal, I was like, oh shit, I'm so cool because I sniped them all. But over time, I never enjoyed invading. I actually hate invading. I feel like an asshole because I just denied them most because I sniped them across the map and they couldn't do shit about it, right? And now, don't get me wrong, I've had moments where I got pissed off because everyone would run away from me or hide from me, which is completely fair because, again, you hold all that power. So if someone fucks up and dies, that could be the game. But invading it feels terrible as an invader, personally for me, and it sucks being invaded. Like, it's a lose-lose. At least for the way I feel. Like, of course, some people love invading. I'm like, yeah, I love it. I have a full invader set that makes me a complete god, and I shit on everyone. That's fine. If you like that way, that's fine. But I don't know. I think if they ever want to improve upon Gambit and Gambit Prime, they need to address the invader system first. Like, I can deal with being a like wet paper towel. I can deal with getting my weapons feeling like shit. But it just the one thing that always like pissed me off or whatever, it's just when I got invaded and I just instantly died to truth, or I instantly died to fucking golden gun or blade barrage or nova bomb or a spectral. Like, it's just that pisses me off, because then I know that I lost the game because of that. That's what I don't like about Gambit and Gambit Prime. And that's the crazy part too, is that there is a loot incentive. The weapons are not bad. The pinnacles are not bad. I really do like the Gambit pinnacle, like the getaway or exit strategy. I like it a lot. I haven't used Breakneck yet, but I know it's been nerfed pretty badly. But like, there's reasons to play Gambit. There's good loot in there. There's reasons to play. Spare Rations is an amazing hand cannon. I've only used it for like maybe like 10, 20 games, and I love it. It's a great hand cannon, But at the end of the day, it's just the invader system and me as a player feeling really weak. Maybe I'm too used to like strikes or something, but I think if they ever want to address Gambit, because again, this has potential. No, I actually did. There's this one match of Gambit I enjoyed. I think it was on also I have to talk about maps, but I think it was on Emerald Coast or whatever, because it has an amazing soundtrack. But I remember there was we were doing Gambit Prime, and for the entire boss fight, neither team invaded each other. It was just a pure DPS, like, let's go at it, let's throw all this shit at it. And it was fun, because we clutched it out, right? It was fun. It felt fun. And that's the thing, too, is that Gambit does have those clutch moments or those hero moments where you can just invade at the last second, pop a golden gun shot, kill one person, then, switch your sniper, kill other people, and clutch it out. Like, that's cool and all, but but that's not how it works. Usually, I'm the invader. I'm a domineering force. Get fucked constantly. Maybe I had a couple times where I did a clutch invasion, or someone on my team did a clutch invasion, took a couple people out. But you have to think on the other side. Think how pissed those people feel. Like, if someone comes in at the last second, truth rockets. I keep using truth because that's all I see. Or like the last second, blade barrage and killed their entire team, and they get healed up. That feels like shit. That feels like complete shit. So, at the end of the day, I don't want invading to be dumpstered, because I think it is a very unique and interesting game mechanic. I like the idea that you send someone over there to fuck with them and to be a disruptor, and again, I like it because in the way things work is like, it's kind of like invaders are kind of like Ganondorf from Smash Brothers Ultimate, right? In the sense that it's that fear factor that makes them unique. Like, when, like, in most things in this game, I can ignore. Like, I can stay in the pit of fire, let me just throw on a healing rift or whatever. I can ignore it. But when I see an invader, when I see the screen turn red and an invader pop up, I shit myself. Because I know, holy shit, here comes death. I like that feeling. That's a good feeling. That makes it feel worthwhile. It makes it, that's a good feeling. Like that. That's good. That's good for the core mechanics. I like that. But honestly, the way it turns out is it just turns out that it's just the invader is just overwhelming. Um, Now when it comes to Gambit Prime sets, the invader set is actually insane. Like I don't have any on me to show you. Maybe I can look at my collections, but the full set is like you get like special ammo regen. You can siphon off motes. I've seen people use a bubble and siphon off motes and be like, "Ha, deal with me. I'm in my armor of light bubble." So the invader set's real. I think it's the strongest set in the entire Gambit Prime thing. It's like actually insane. Um, but I feel like it should be like this because I like the idea of having roles, and I like how Gambit can work even if you don't have roles. But at least for Gambit Prime, Sentry needs to be stronger. Sentry needs to be like the whole entire. Oh, there's an invader. Let me run towards him. Fuck him. Like my team. Because I do like matches too where there's a couple of matches I've had where there'll be someone dedicated to stopping the invader. Like we'll be in a pool of light and I see one person peel off to fight the invader. They duke it out. They win or they die, and then whatever happens, whatever. I like that. Again, I keep rambling, but it's a weird feeling because I hate Gambit, but there's some good like I like it. It actually works very well if you overlook the glaring problems like invaders. It actually works really well as a game mode. Again, I personally hate the Taken, but I think it's a good game mode. That's about it. I guess this has really been a ramble. I don't even know if I'll call it like a thought of them. It's like it's not. Those videos are like not even structured, but this one has been all over the place. If I would recommend playing Gambit, I'd recommend playing Prime because I like all the Prime weapons and it's faster. It's just that's the main reason why. Because Prime is 1 round, Gambit is 3 rounds. Well, Gambit is technically it's best 2 out of 3. If you win a round, you win the next round, you win the game. If you win a round, they win a round, then whatever. Oh yeah, I have to talk about maps too. I hate all the maps except for Emerald Coves. Deep 6 with the conveyor belts. Holy shit! I have never checked my. You know what's funny? I'll be sniping at the boss, and then I see on the conveyor belt just someone running with a fucking rocket in their hand. I'm like, oh shit, that's not fun. Kel's Grave, sometimes I fall off and kill myself. Cathedral of Scars, fall off and kill myself. The reason I like Emerald Coast is one, you can't kill yourself. Two, it has enough cover where it's like because most of the maps they're so huge that when you invade you want to use a scout or sniper anyways. But they have so much shit in the way, it's really hard to like shoot at them, which I guess is good for people that are being invaded. But it also kind of sucks too because you can't everything kind of gets in your way. On Emerald Coast, I feel like it's the right balance. It's because there's certain areas that are open like plains, but they have things to hide behind, and then there's certain areas like the building that has all the shit, or the forest that has trees and stuff. I feel like that map's good. Also, it's pretty small compared to like Deep 6 and the other maps too. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know. My Gambit experience has been one of just suffering. Like the the only thing that kept me sane was just getting weapons. Like oh god. The only reason the only reason why I could keep going is because I got cool weapons, or I was thinking, okay, well the Gambit Pinnacle weapons are actually pretty good. Might as well try it. Like Hush, I like Hush. But yeah, that's it. This is me just rambling about Gambit for a couple minutes. I hope my PS4 didn't cut anything out, because if it does, I'm going to have to do this again, and I don't want to, because I already did that whole entire bit. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. If you're going to play Gambit, bring someone else. Don't suffer alone. Just bring someone else with you. It's more fun anyways to suffer with someone else than suffer by yourself, right? Fuck it. Oh, the 4 stacks. I've seen some 4 stacks. Alright. Anyways, bye.